the troubles of this life can be traced to saying yes too quickly and not saying no soon enough. A famous quote said by Josh Billings. Now, this is something that many people of this generation stand in need of. Now, if you're still wondering what my topic is, it's the power of the word no. Now, this is a very unspoken topic and one which not many were able to express well. This topic holds power beyond human understanding, but today I'll try to show you a fraction of it. Teenagers and kids these days want to fit in with the cool kids and don't want to be seen as boring, lame, or even an outcast. Because in this generation, you cannot make friends by being different than the people around you. This is exactly why kids and teenagers of this generation cannot set their priorities right, which leads them to be controlled and used by their supposed friends. Now, to be considered cool, people ask you to do something inappropriate, rude, or disrespectful. This all ends up changing an innocent teenager's personality into something rude and horrific. Before, I was not any different. I wanted to be popular, have a lot of friends, and to be considered cool. I did whatever my friends asked me to, no matter what it took, which sometimes even led to me arguing with my own parents sometimes. But then I realized it all when my grades started going down and my behavior changed to the point where I noticed it myself. And I picked up some unhealthy habits. This shone the light on all the mistakes I was doing. I then decided to end all the connections with the badly influencing things in my life by saying no and avoiding them. This two letters and one syllable word have saved many people across the world without any attention. One notable example of someone who survived a very dangerous situation by saying no is Elizabeth Smart. In 2002, at 14 years old, Elizabeth Smart was abducted from her room in Salt Lake City, Utah. Brian David Mitchell and his wife, Wanda Barzee, kidnapped her and held her captive for 9 whole months. During her captivity, Elizabeth Smart was subjected to physical and psychological abuse. She later recounted that there was a moment where her abductor, Brian David Mitchell, asked her to consummate in a supposed celestial marriage. Elizabeth Smart refused to comply by saying no and not agreeing with his demands. This assertive response may have contributed to her survival, as Brian David Mitchell did not escalate the situation any further then. Elizabeth Smart was eventually found and rescued in March 2003. Her bravery and resilience during the ordeal have since made her an advocate for child safety and victims of abduction and abuse. This is one of millions of people who've been saved because of the word no. Another factor that contributed to her survival was the attitude she said the word with. The ruder or harsher the attitude you say the word with, the worse the outcome can be. The calmer and more peaceful the attitude, the better the outcome can be. This is exactly why you need to know when and how to say the simple word. But sometimes this word can even make you lose opportunities. Sometimes these opportunities are good, sometimes these opportunities are bad, and sometimes these opportunities could change your life forever. But saying it repetitively could lead to a bad result anyway. For example, in cases of domestic violence, when someone tries to resist their abuser, leave the abusive relationship, or say no to the abuser's demands, it might cause an unpleasant reaction and make the abuser more mad. This is exactly how and why abusive relationships with unpredictable behaviors. In conclusion, you must know when and how to use this word. The sooner you realize this, the better. Remember, you have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you'll find power in the simplest and smallest of things. Thank you very much.